Hey there, if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned for a super quick video. Okay guys, first I'm starting with a primer. Primer is always important. It helps protect your face underneath as well as make blending in your foundation easier. What I'm first doing is putting a little concealer on my eyelids as a base. This also helps blending in your eyeshadow much easier. I always do my eyes first so that any product that falls below could be cleaned away or covered up with your foundation and concealer. Okay, now I'm moving on to adding eyeshadow. I'm using a Kat Von D matte palette. As you see, I'm putting down just a base that's only maybe a little bit darker than my concealer. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of a darker color. I like to gradually build up the color on my eye instead of adding in a lot of product at once. It makes the blending much easier and it just looks a lot better. It doesn't look as smudgy. Okay, now I'm going to add a really dark color onto my base. The look that I'm going for is going from a dark color to a lighter color as you're going up my eyelid towards my brow. I'm constantly blending in the product as I go. You're going to notice in just a second that I look at the brush and I discover that it's not one of my better brushes, and I'm going to switch to a Sephora blending brush. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add another layer of dark color to my lid. You know, again, slowly building the color onto my lid. Blending, constantly blending. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do my eyeliner. I'm actually not very thrilled with the pen that I was using, and if I had to do it again, I would go back and use my MAC liquid liner. I am doing a winged tip here, and the pen that I'm using actually isn't putting out a lot of product at once. It's got a great tip that's not too hard, so it doesn't hurt while I'm applying it, but I am having to push more because a lot of product is not being released from the pen. So you're going to notice it takes me a while to actually get the look that I'm going for, and I have to slowly build it on. That's one of the tricks to putting on eyeliner, is that you're not going to get exactly what you want that first go. So it's better just to slowly build the line, making sure it's not too thick towards the crease of your eye. Now I'm starting the other lid. Again, building it very slowly. And I was much happier with this eye in the end than the other eye. And my eyes, in general, my whole face is not very symmetric. I feel like each side of my face is very different. So sometimes it can be difficult matching one eye to the other. Now I'm going to go on my bottom lid and just use a really dark eyeshadow color just to kind of make my eyes pop. Okay, now I was stupid and didn't realize that the camera wasn't recording while I was doing my foundation, but I am using MAC foundation that I just put a very light layer of, because we're going to have several layers of concealer and contouring cream and stuff, so I don't want to put too much. Now I'm using an Urban Decay concealer that I put on my T-zone and all the areas that I want to highlight. I'm taking a damp blending brush, blending sponge from Real Techniques, and just patting in and kind of just blending in slowly those areas that I want to highlight. Making sure to get my neck really well. It's very important that your face match the neck. Okay, now I'm going to take an Anastasia contouring cream kit and I'm going to contour the places that I want to kind of lift. Now it's going to look pretty crazy as I'm putting this on, but afterwards it blends in really, really well. Okay, now I have my whole face, all places that I want to lift done. Now I'm just blending it in really, really well with a damp blending sponge. Okay, and this is kind of the first contour. Now I'm going to go back with some more highlighter and kind of do some corrections, some places that I want to kind of cover up. The bridge of my nose and my chin again. Also below my cheeks there. And I blended that in really well. Okay, now I'm going to go back with a darker contouring color just to put a little bit more emphasis on my cheekbones and edges of my forehead. Okay, now I've blended that in. Now, because it does look a little greasy, I'm taking some translucent powder and I'm just kind of setting that. Working with creams can sometimes get a really greasy look, so I always use translucent powder to make sure that I get more of a matte look. Now I'm using a bronzer just to warm up my face a little bit because I was feeling that it was still looking very, very white. And in photos, if you don't darken your face really well with bronzer, you can look very, very pale. And then blending, blending, blending. Okay. Sometimes it's good to reposition, take a step back to look how you look from a distance. Now I'm adding on a blusher. I'm using a Kiko blusher. This is a brand that is really popular in Europe and Germany, and it's not very expensive. I'm using a MAC blush brush. I'm going back in and blending it out. Make sure that everything just is kind of flowing in together. Now, this is the part I hate the most, which is eyebrows. I hate filling in my eyebrows. Now I just note that I have actually not had my eyebrows done in a while, so they are a mess, and it was really, really a mess to get this done. I haven't cleaned them up or whatever. I'm very lazy when it comes to my eyebrows. So I'm filling them in really well. I'm trying to get the shape done in, a very symmetrical way. Matching eyebrows can sometimes be difficult. I'm using a Benefit eyebrow shaping pen. Okay, now I'm just using an eyelash curler. Now, generally for a big event like a wedding, of course, I would add in false eyelashes, but as I don't want to waste any just for a tutorial, I didn't put them this time, but let me note that it does make your eyes look much, much better. I mean, it's really, really adds an effect to your eye that's just stunning. But I am trying to lift with just my natural eyebrows as much as possible with that mascara. I'm using Maybelline volumizing, whatever it's called. I'm not very good with names. I'll put all the list of the products that I use with the exact names in the description bar. Now I'm using a MAC lip primer. It's really good. It gives your lips a better look when you add your lipstick. And I'm not using a very dark lipstick since I've got so much going on in my eyes. Plus, for me, using darker lipsticks tends to make me look much older. Okay, and this is the final look. Maybe it would have looked better if my hair was done, but looks pretty good. And you're going to see I'm going to walk through the house so that you can see the look in all different kinds of light. Okay, dark, 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 dark. Now we're in the sun. This is how you look out in the day. Please contact me via my Facebook page if you're interested in having my services for any kind of events that you might have. Thanks so much for watching.